Brigadier Syed Ahmed Ali, the former pro-vice chancellor of the Aligarh Muslim University, opined that the society carries a completely wrong notion about the Muslim community which needs to be corrected.
Another very touchy point which I hear my friends talking is that Islam does not recognize women as equal. And I am so glad that so many ladies are listening to me. Please listen to this, what I am going to tell you. Surah Baqarah of Quran says, and women are for rights over men similar to those men over women. औरत और मर्द के हुकूक में कोई फ़र्क नहीं है. God does not allow any difference. As I told you, Prophet allowed his wife to do business. Islam permitted share of women in their family property. For every one share that I get in my father's land, my sister gets half of it. Why half? Because she will get from her husband also. The Islam gave status to the Muslim, the inheritance laws, that you are equal to him. Do you know that no woman can be forcefully married off in Islam? Consent of that woman has to be there in front of witnesses that yes, I want to marry this man. And if she refuses, and she is free to refuse, then the marriage cannot take place. Do you know that in Islam, when a woman marries, she need not change her maiden name? My wife, before she became, marriage was Azim, she continues to remain Azim even today. No need of changing to Ali. No need of changing the surname. A woman in Islam has got the power of divorce. She can kick out the husband. I don't want you as my husband. It is prescribed in the Quran, in Surah Al-Nisa. And you might have heard occasions where a woman divorced her husband. She can also disallow polygamy. If I go, and mind you, before I get indulged in polygamy, I have to take permission of my first wife. And if my first wife says, no, I do not allow you, my marriage is illegal to the second wife. A woman can disallow polygamy. Ladies and gentlemen, with all these safeguards, I feel that it is a case of Islam versus the Muslims. It is how the Muslims are interpreting their own things for their own selfish end. Islam has not sanctioned that. It is the Muslims who make their ends interpret the way they feel like. I don't know how much time I have. I wanted to cover on science and technology, but I will come on to certain threads which bind Hindus and Muslims. It's very important in the wake of modern times. We celebrate Holi. Every year, I color up my shirt and my trouser with multicolors, hues of colors. My friends come to my house, they pour colors on me. And it is not I who started it. It started way back in the times of Mughals. It started from Akbar, went on to Akbar to Bahadur Shah Zafar. All Mughal kings used to play Holi, and it was known as Gulabi Holi. Those days it was referred to as Gulabi Holi. In the state to which I belong, Uttar Pradesh, there used to be Holi revelry for weeks together. And the people who used to compose that songs were like Mir Taqi Mir, Asifud Daula, who was Nawab of Awadh, Hazrat Nizamuddin, the famous saint whose grave is in Delhi. He used to write paeans for Holi. His faithful friend Hazrat Amir Khushbu, he also used to write about Holi. The Pink Festival was celebrated by all of them. The Sufi saints, and I'm sure you all must have at some point of time visited their dargah. Look at the spirit. There is nobody of any religion. Everybody is of the same human race, same humankind. Everybody visits there. You may be aware of the Muslim sisters who recite Gita in the temples of Varanasi. You must have read about the Muslim actors who performed Ram Leela in Ayodhya. It has come in times of India. I have read it myself. In 1981, when I was a young captain posted in Jalandhar, my wife had twin delivery. Unfortunately, both the boys died, but she lost a lot of blood in that delivery. She is O negative. I was not getting this blood because it's a rare group, as you know. My whole battalion lined up outside the military hospital Jalandhar to donate blood. And finally they got 4 bottles of blood to give to my wife. And do you know who they were? They were 2 Kumaunis, 1 Sikh and 1 Maratha gentleman. Not a single Muslim. Now what do you call my wife as? What blood she is carrying? She is carrying blood of Indians. She is carrying blood of humanity. She is carrying blood of human beings. And that what convinced me that it is humanity which is more important than any religion. At every time that you face difficulties in life, it is human being which will stand by you. One of the most powerful staging of Ram Leela is held where, you know? Can anybody tell me? Most powerful, attractive staging of Ram Leela. It is held in Indonesia and Malaysia. Their artists come to India also to perform. Similarly, if you have heard an airline called Garuda, whose airline is Garuda? Can anybody tell me which country's airline is Garuda? Indonesia. Gentlemen, this is what is humanism. Garuda hai, and what is Garuda? I don't have to tell you. Similarly, the statue of Saraswati, Indonesian embassy in United States. The statue of Saraswati. Next time you go to Washington, please have a look at it. This is called tolerance. This is called tolerance. And I am so glad that you all have organized this wonderful seminar on peace. Unless we have that, human being will perish on their own. Please, for God's sake, promote peace and understanding. And if we do that, the world will be a heavenly place to live in.